Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel Achieving Alpha and welcome back to another episode of Smart Money Analysis for today, that is 19th of July 2021. And both the indices, that is Nifty and Bank Nifty, saw a bloodbath today right from the opening. We started off with a very huge gap down and then we saw some recovery, and then that recovery was once again being sold off. So this is what we could have expected, because looking at the FIIs and the ProDesk number, both were extremely bearish on Friday in the options, and retail was extremely bullish. And these people must have known that there will be some sort of a comment on the inflation that might raise fears in the US markets, therefore the global markets, and therefore they took the bearish positions accordingly. And that's what I have been mentioning, right? Stop running for news, because that is pure foolishness and a waste of time, because most of the news, these big guys know better than us, and they are well prepared in advance for that. And trust me, if you want to do some fundamental analysis, or basically when you try to measure some sort of an economic impact on the market of some particular thing, so these guys know it well than us, and they are basically more prepared, so we can basically just follow what they do. So enough about that. So yes, let's continue and have a look at the charts and data and try to understand what we can expect for tomorrow. So yes, we'll start off with the daily time frame chart first of all. So you can see kind of a doji here. So you will see that we opened around 15,750 and then we saw some very good recovery up till 15,830, but that was another supply zone where you could have created a short position, because we need to understand that there was the long position in index futures from FIIs was too much. So if the index would have fallen further, these guys would have got profits in the options, but they would have made loss in the futures. So probably they should have reduced the net long in index futures if they had contribution to this fall. If not, and if retail had the contribution, well, that is something we'll look at in the data. But if you probably would have looked at the data, you would have understood that basically that 15,830 recovery or uptick was a selling opportunity. I'll tell you why. Because you see that we opened a very huge gap down, we made a low of 15,735, and after that you have a look at this particular candle. We saw some very good recovery, and this was clearly a resistance, and you could have sold here with a 15 to 20 point stop loss, and just you could have seen the profit that you would have made. So again, the smart money data is very accurate at times, and it can give you good profits provided you follow the proper discipline and you trade with that. So yes, this is what we have on an intraday basis. Let's have a look at the option chain. So today's option chain, you will clearly see that the confidence of put writers seems to be lacking. You can see this here. The addition on put side has almost been negligible. In fact, there has been unwinding on very low levels like 15,300, 15,200 and 15,000, because the premium is probably too less, and the people who would have sold these particular puts would not want to take any chance, because the global markets are also looking very bad at the moment. Talking about the call side, you can clearly see what massive writing have we seen on 15,800. Now the interesting thing to watch out for is that is this writing being done by the retail or by the smart money? That is something which we'll confirm. But as of now, this looks like a very bearish option chain, because on every 100 multiple of Nifty, you will see some very good addition on the call side and a very strong cumulative OI as well. The PCR will confirm that. Yes, you can see that the PCR is almost at 0.57, which is kind of into the oversold territory as well. So the highest cumulative OI as of now happens to be at 15,500 on the put side, and on the call side 15,800 clearly emerges as a very strong resistance. Let's have a look at the option chain for Bank Nifty. Bank Nifty, once again you will see there is clear dominance on the call side, and the call writers are too heavy compared to the put writers. 35,000 still has a decent OI on the put side, because once again we took support from 34,900 in Bank Nifty, which we have been doing multiple times. But still you will see that people are confident here, and this is almost about 17 lakh OI on 35,000. So this will still act as a strong support. A closing below 34,900 with good and heavy volumes will be bearish, and that will basically not be good for Bank Nifty, and we can expect some further correction, but if and only if we close below 34,900. Call side, you will see again there is massive resistance everywhere, so you will see almost 1 lakh OI on all the way up till 35,500, and that's certainly not good. The PCR will likely show that there is call dominance, and yes, indeed it is a PCR of 0.55, which clearly shows that the call writing is much more compared to the put writing. So let's have a look at the global cues. Yes, global cues are turning much worse now because you can see that Dow wasn't much down, but it has almost come to 34,000 now. And just have a look at this, and just have a look at Europe. This is massive selling. This is more than 2.5% down, and these are major indices. Like DAX is one of the most major indices in Europe, and you can see the kind of selling from 15,472. It has fallen almost more than 300 points, and that's not at all a very healthy sign. It has almost fallen 400 points, and that's not very good. And this selling has been seen worldwide, right? You can have a look at this, and even SGX Nifty is at 15,700. So this is not at all healthy for us. So anyways, we'll see what happens, and a lot depends on whether these US indices will recover or not. But a lot of this, at least what I'm guessing, is because of the inflation fear. And yes, there is a chance that Fed might increase the interest rate sooner than planned. So that could be sad news for the FIS, and that's the probable reason that there has been some profit booking worldwide. So anyways, this is not looking very good, and the dollar index has crossed 93. That is again a problem for the emerging markets like India. So anyways, let's have a look at the activity in the cash and in the derivatives market and try to understand what was the action there. So here is the FII DII activity in the cash market. Again, massive selling from the FIIs, almost about 2200 crores, and about 1050 crores buying from the DIIs. Again, FIIs have continued to sold, and this is massive selling today. So the activity of course is negative because there is a net selling of roughly about 1200 crores, and this is not good. Let's have a look at the activity in the derivatives market and try to understand better. So we'll start off with the FIIs as usual. We'll begin with index futures. Index futures, you see that there's a reduction of almost 8.22% in the net long in index futures. And you can see that the activity in index futures, you will see long unwinding plus some fresh short buildup and a significant long unwinding along with a significant short buildup as well. So this is definitely negative. Talking about stock futures, so stock futures again you will see that there is almost long unwinding and more short buildup. So again stock futures is also significantly negative today. And let's have a look at the options activity and try to understand things in a much better way. So here is the options activity from the FIS. First of all, call longs have been added, but the quantity compared to the put longs, that is too less. So a lot more put longs added. So this is bearish. And talking about the option writing activity, so again some very good number of call shots have been added, and the put shots are also added, but they are again negligible. So overall basis, if I talk about, so this is almost 56,000 lots of calls sold and 26,000 lots of put bought, and that is massively bearish. And people who had the subscription probably knew that yesterday also there was some very good bearish activity from the FIS basically on Friday, and I'm pretty sure that they would have made good money if they would have sold on rise. So let's have a look at the activity from the pros. So yes, let me go up. Yes, so pros seems to have increased their net long in index futures by 14%. That's a massive increase. And you will see that there has been some good amount of call longs and basically some short covering has also come from pros. So overall, this looks positive in index futures from pro desks. Talking about stock futures, so again, this looks positive because again, there is short covering plus some fresh long buildup and a significant one. So again, index futures and stock futures look positive from the pros. Let's have a look at the options data from these guys. Okay, so you will see that the call longs and the put longs added are almost equivalent, but this is where the difference comes. You will see huge number of call shots. So a lot of that writing that you saw on 15800, the pros and the FIS both have a very healthy contribution to that. So you will see almost 2 lakh new call shots added. So overall basis, if I talk about this, so net on net basis, this is almost 1,38,000 calls short and almost 62,000 lots of put bought, and that is heavily bearish. Let's have a look at the retail and try to wrap this up. Looks like retail is positive in index futures. So you will see long buildup plus short covering. So index futures, this looks positive. Stock futures, this looks slightly negative because they are almost 5,500 longs and almost 8,000 shorts. So slightly negative in stock futures. The difference comes in the options activity. So this is where the difference occurs, that you will see that a huge number of call longs added. The put longs have been reduced. Huge number of call shots added as well. But again, the call longs happen to be a lot more. And again, put shots are also added in some heavy quantities. So on an overall basis, retail has bought almost 2 lakh contracts of calls and has almost sold 83,000 lots of put. So that is again heavily bullish, and that makes sense because when FIIs and the pro desks are both selling, then someone has to buy, and the only entity left to buy is retail. So this is our analysis for today. Markets are not looking good. The global markets are also looking in pressure. Okay, let's have a look before we leave. And overall, there is inflation fear, and the foreign institutions are selling worldwide. Again, you can see that DAX and CAC and FTSE, the European indices, have gotten much worse than before. So this is what I can say. And yes, I'm doing this video today because I got some free time, but time has become the only constraint that I have to drop on doing this analysis daily. But anyways, those of you who have the subscription, I hope you are making good use of that. And as always, I will try to find time to do this on the days I can. So I hope you enjoyed this particular video. If you did, please appreciate the effort by liking this particular video. And if you're new here and coming here for the first time, subscribe to this channel for more such content. Thank you so much for sticking around till the end. Have a good day, take care, and bye-bye.